Alrighty. 1998 Ford Ranger. Wheel arch repair. Driver's side. Alright. Call this 80 grit. 80 grit, probably 150 grit. Sanding. So, yes, I'm going to be addressing that with some putty, spot putty. Maybe throw in some more. I just wanted to get this a little bit more smoother. So I'm using a little bit of 80 grit sandpaper. So I'll tell you, I've owned about 3 of these Ford Rangers. 2 of them in the past. I had a 94. It's a 4-point liter. V6. It was a 4-wheel drive. Beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. Man, had about 250,000 miles on it. And drove for a spell. It was owned by 2 fellas. Had this crazy lift on it. Hurt my back. Hurting everything. And then somebody hit me. I was sitting at a 4-way intersection and somebody come on out and just wham right in the quarter panel. The time of my life I didn't really have the time and investment to fix her up. So I sold it for a good fair amount of money. Because somebody wanted it more than me. And that was a manual shift transmission 4-wheel drive. And man, I tell you, that was a good truck. That thing can go through snow like nobody's business. There's one area I live. If you wait an hour, it drops 6 inches on the ground. Most people struggling going through. I'll just turn the hubs. I had these kind of hubs I have on that thing. I think some ridge hubs. I have to remember. Can't remember. Anyway, there is these hubs that you had to turn. They were aftermarket. And I turned those, locked those hubs in, and bam, I was gone. Thing never got stuck. Had 16-inch tires on it. A little bit bigger than stock, probably. Just a little bit wider, probably. I'm not sure if it came with 16-inch tires that year. No, I'm sorry, it was 15-inch tires. It was a good, clean truck. Then I bought a 99, which you see here on the YouTube. I did a long-term ownership review of that. That thing, whew. I drove from Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio. That was a highway truck. I transported motorcycles on that thing. Good carpentry work out of it. I ran that truck everywhere. Russ was getting the better part of it. I know I paid about $2 grand for it, I think. Sold it for $1,500. It's like 4 years later. Fellow had a little camping outfit and he wanted to use it as a little camping truck. I did a little bit of learning on that truck. It was a flare side. They called it a flare side. 99 fiberglass. That thing got hit too. Ironically, right quarter panel, same as the 94s. It was like a hitting magnet. But I survived both of those. Just had my ego bruised. The other people survived. But I did some repairs on that and it served its purpose. It was an automatic. And that was a 4-liter V6. Both had a lot of power for a truck. You could haul up and down the road doing nice 80, 85. Wouldn't even think about it. 80 miles per hour in a truck seemed pretty fast to me. Highway speeds and those sparks are rated at 70, so I didn't like to exceed that speed limit too much. There's no purpose for it. 70 is fast enough. If I want fast, then I'd, well, I had faster cars, drive those. But anyway, it's a truck and it worked well. Comfortable. Then comes this one. 3-liter engine. It's a high rev engine, I find. Will shift ranges on vehicles about 1500 RPM, maybe. This thing likes to shift. You want to shift it up in about 2000, 2500 RPM range. Didn't know why. It just took me a while to figure it out. About 2000, between 2500, I'm sorry. Yeah, about 2500 to 3 grand you want to shift. Just shift it up there. It ain't gonna hurt it. That's where you seem to have the most bang for the buck with this little this 3-liter engine. People say, listen. So I enjoy it. It seems pretty dependable. It has 169,000 on it. Yep. I shifted between 2,500 and 3,000 RPM. Sweet spot's third and fourth gear for running around in the city. If you're on the highway and you want to, you can throw it in fifth gear, but you got to really be moving, and you're doing about 70 something. The truck will take it though, no problem limbo at all, no problem. But the money is, your money gear is, in my opinion, is that third and fourth gear, running around in between those two. In the city, if you got a long good stretch, you're looking at fourth, but if not, money gear is third gear. Full drive works very decent. I found if you change the fluids, I changed all the fluids, front diff, rear diff, transmission. I use the, what you want to call it, a vacuum pump, handheld, sucks it all out. Yeah, this is coming out nicely. 80 grit. Huh, you can see the primer right here, right? There's like about 4 layers of paint on this. In order to see my work, I gotta take my glasses off. Alrighty, so that's 80 grit right there, right? 80 grit scratches. Let's move up to a little bit finer sandpaper. Thank God I'm wearing dust masks and respirators, and God, this stuff will really get you. Let's move up to about I'm gonna go to 220. 220, here I come. Let's use the old same block here. So what I'm saying is that I think the trucks are good, in my opinion. I believe they made them from 1983 to 2011-ish. You experts out there, your smartphone toys could answer that question for me. Now I'll tell you, I did own a Toyota Tacoma 1998 with a transfer case, 4-cylinder. I think it was a 2.7 or 2.4. Can't recollect, but it was a 4-cylinder. That thing was a workhorse too. I bought that thing with 60,000 on it. Sold it at 168,000. Good 4 years of driving. Not a lick. All I did was change the oil, and that was it. Back then it was 2000. I bought it in like 2001, I think. Yeah, 2001, sold it in 2005. 2001, I bought it for like real cheap. I think it was like $5 grand or something crazy. I sold it for $7 grand. Probably could have sold it for more. But I didn't need a truck. And I was in the Camaros then. I owned about 6 of those things. 82 to 92. Ask me why I'm standing up high like that. I'm gonna be shooting paint all over this thing. Guess I'm just scuffing down the area. Anyway, that truck was a good truck. Would I buy it again? That Toyota? Yes, I would. But again, I'm not an enthusiast on who has a better truck and who makes better, Chevy versus Ford, or Ferrari versus Ford, or man, if Ferrari made a truck, that would be cool. But anyway, I just drive them. They all do their intended purposes. Some do better at better. Some people claim that Ford has the better rear end, and Chevy has the better motor, engine. I guess it depends what application. Car versus truck, right? Dodge, Mopar. Well, I'm not sure what they're good at. But I'm sure they're good at something. But I can't say I've honestly owned one of them. I used to drive them though. Let's see. But yeah, that Toyota was a good truck. And that was the manual transmission. That Tacoma, 1998. And I throw some spot putty there. Let me hit this area a little bit. Yeah, it's feeling smooth. My goal is to get it smooth. Well, just stay with me. Good for you. I'm just making these videos for posterity's sake. So when I can't do this anymore, I can look back on my fondness of Ablecraft and say, wow, look what I did. And maybe I helped out a couple of people who watch these videos. And actually, I learned from my own content on how I could do better also. My goal is, see this line here, I just want to get that nice and crisp. Get those little scratches out. I'm going to have to put some Bondo Fill in there. But I enjoy this Ranger. I do. Yes, I do. I find parts aplenty whenever I go into a pick-a-pole, junkyard, LKQ, picking poles around here. There's a plenty of Ranger. The eye can see. Rangers everywhere. Hope it don't change. One day when I get a spit of land, and have a Ranger, I call it Ranger land. 4 trucks, 4 Rangers everywhere. And Camaros too. Why not have a couple Toyotas in there? Anyway, Nah, it's just a good truck. I endorse everybody get a Ranger. I couldn't tell you about the new ones yet. Haven't test driven them. Alrighty. So that is with the 220. It is smooth. I'm pretty good, feeling good with that. Alrighty. Let's do something here. Clean it up real quick with some grease remover. Okay. Yeah. Taking off all that. Clean it up. All that dust on there. I think why I like doing this is I'm always trying to pursue in pursuit of excellence of some sort in my brain. There is no perfection per se, but if I can keep improving what I'm doing through an iterative process, taking away what does not need to be there, I track my goals, watch my videos, then I can more or less come to an understanding of over time will it be a show car? By all means, no. But when I'm driving down the road, I can say to myself, this 25-year-old truck looks halfway decent, and that's good for that. I'm gonna throw in some spot putty. I'm sure there's a better way of putting this on, but I'm just going for it. See how this works out. I've used this a couple different ways. So if you're still with me, spot putty, glazing putty. I'll show you what it looks like on the film. Bondo spot putty, glazing putty. And this is the Bondo Fill for your Bondo filler, body filler. Put it on just to take it off. And anyway, there's a couple low spots in there that you may not be able to pick up on the looking at this video. So my attempt is just to kind of get that in there. There's a pinhole right there you may not be able to see. Now I'll take a 800 grit, 500 grit. Sand this down smooth. Wow, a little bit. All that little bit went a long way. We use it quite liberally, meaning large amount. Yeah, not bad at all. Throw some more on there. Let's go right there. Put all that time sanding. Now I'm going to re-sand again. But, like I said, to me it's all about the preparation. I will sand and sand and sand and sand and sand some more till I get the surface to what I want it. I will not rush to failure. I will not accept defeat. No. But anyway, I will just keep going till I get what I'm looking for. The way is in the doing. The byproduct is, well, when it's done, it's done. I just want to know I gave it my best shot. So I really try to do a work ethic that if I was being paid to do this, can I walk away and say, all right, I did what I could. Maybe not to that. Well, yeah. I just, like I said, I really try to aim the... If I'm going to do it, why? Just do it, man. So in pursuit of excellence. Wow, this stuff really fills in. Pretty cool. I guess Bondo could have worked if I threw a light skim coat of Bondo on there. So I'm definitely going to have to sand this down. Alright, stay with me. So what's this? This is day 6, part 2, I should say. The days mean how many, what actually day I started, so I've had 6 days in this project. I don't know how many iterations in that day. Sometimes in my video count you might notice they're off. Sometimes the days run together. I could work up to 12 hours one day and on doing other stuff, and then I come into here and I give what energy I have left for me, work for me. So just follow the videos and hopefully they make sense, right? Yeah, it may not exactly be as intended to spot putty, but hey, if the means justifies the end, I'm all for it. Some people say if the end justifies the means. Well, the means to me is the process. Yeah, you could say the ends if the ends justify the means, but was it a noble mission accomplishes the end? I don't know. I like the how. I like the how of something. Alright, I'll stop fussing with that for a good couple of minutes. Let it dry. So, that's a liberal amount of spot putty. I'm going to let it dry for a couple more minutes, and I'll come back Well, I'm just letting it roll. There ain't much more I'm doing on this video, guys, so I'll see you in the next one. If I can do it, you can do it. If long live your Ford Ranger, or Toyota Tacoma, Chevy S10 4-wheel drive, Dodge Dakota, Nissan Hardbody or Frontier 4-wheel drive. Whatever truck you drive, long live it. Alright, see you on the next one.